Hi guys, it's me, Miss Mary, coming in for a landing. I want to talk to you about what I wish I knew before going into business with a family member. Now, first of all, let me do a disclosure. I am in business with another family member, and things are wonderful over there. Okay. And there are people on this channel, I'm sure, that are in business with people and things are just perfect and they don't have a problem. I'm not talking to those people. I'm just sharing my experiences and what has happened to me. So don't come for me. Don't judge me. Just eat the meat and throw out the bones, as Miss Mary say. So I'm just talking about my personal experience. So, what I wish I knew before going into business, and I'm going to say this particular person, I won't just say family members, because these are things you need to know about different family members. Okay. It's kind of like you need to know who you can travel with and who you can't travel with. Like for me, when I travel, I like to explore. I want to go on the tours and I want to buy things. Well, it wouldn't serve Miss Mary to go with somebody who's a penny pincher because we wouldn't have a good time because they're going to be so busy counting up like, how much is that tour? $150. Oh, no, I'm not paying $150 for that tour. So I don't want to travel with you. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm saying, okay, we'll just eat locally and then at night, let's go to a nice fancy restaurant. I'm not going to no fancy restaurant. I'm not paying. So everybody's not a match for everybody. So that person who's a penny pincher or who doesn't want to spend anything when they're on vacation, they need to go with people who are on a like-mindedness, that have that same thought. Girl, I'm going on this vacation and I got $50 and I'm coming back home with 25. They need to travel with people with that same mindset. Me, if I'm traveling and I got $2,000, I'm saying to myself, oh, I've got $2,000 to explore and have fun. It doesn't matter to me whether I bring it back home or not because I've already set aside that money, right, for me to have a good time. And if there's something I want to do, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to the spas. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Okay, let Miss Mary reel it back in. But anyway, that was just an example of different people are different, and we just need to know that. But what I wish I knew before going into business with a family member, I really, really, really wish I knew how much it was going to cost me. How much it was going to cost me. Not my time, not my money, but the emotional part of it. So one thing, I wish I knew how much it was going to cost me, and I'll get into that a little later. But that's the one thing I wish. I wish I knew the total price and how much it was going to cost me going into business with this family member. Number two, I wish I knew that even though you start out together, at some point you're going north and they're going south. And you don't even know when it happened. Another thing that I wish I knew is that what your legacy and what your goal is, even when you share it with people, you might think that it really lines up with you, only to find out that it doesn't line up. A good example of that is I was trying to build legacy and they was trying to get the bag. You see the difference? I was trying to build a legacy that would last and they were trying to get a bag. And at the time, trying to build legacy and the person trying to get a bag, the way it was communicated, it seems like we're on the same page. But we were on different pages. Because trying to build a legacy, you've got some principles there. But trying to get a bag, you're saying, hey, by any means necessary. For some people, not everybody. So you see, even when you think you're on the same page with the person, Sometimes you're not. So what I really wish I knew with going into business with a family member is that their overall goal. We discussed and we talked about um, our goals, and I can just say that Miss Mary's into real estate. I have a little bit, not a lot, and been in it for about 16 years now. And you will see that side of me. I will show you that because I've got a property that's coming up that I'm gonna get renovated, and I'm so happy and excited to share that with you. I got one that I'm probably gonna flip, and I got another one that I'm gonna put another tenant in. So you'll get a chance to see that side of me. Miss Mary got a lot of sides. That's why this is called Doing Life, so you can see all this. But anyway, so it cost me. It cost me the price that I had to pay for going into business with a family member. Cost me some sleepless nights, cost me some heartache, cost me some time that I can never get back, cost me some emotional hurt. The price for going into business with a family member was too high. Had I known the price I was going to pay for doing it, I wouldn't have never done it because I paid too much for it. I paid too much for it. And we know what happens when you pay too much for something, right? Sometimes you never recoup your money. And when I say that, I'm not talking about in a money sense. Don't misunderstand. I'm talking about emotionally. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about relationship wise. It cost me too much. And because it cost me, I've now learned that I can't go into business with everybody. That I can't partner with everybody. And even when I try to fix it or mend it, the damage was done. And sometimes there's so much water, as my mom would say, water under the bridge, that the bridge still won't stand. It keeps collapsing. So what I wish I knew is I knew the price. And if I had knew the price, I wouldn't have never bought it. So that's just Miss Mary giving you some food for thought. Knowing when you're going into business, whether it's with your best friend, a family member, a cousin, whoever it is, count up the costs. Count it up. Because it might be more than what you want to pay. This is Miss Mary. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.